back with more Actraiser. This could be the final stream for Actraiser because I made it to the next area, and I think after this is just the final boss gauntlet, then the final boss, and then the ending. So we might be able to finish up Actraiser for our first of the 26 games for Retro A to Z, and I'm thinking about changing my C game. Right now I got it for Contra Force, but I don't know. I'm thinking about it. I'm just trying to think of a good retro game that starts with the letter C that I haven't done yet. I mean, there's Chrono Trigger, but I want to maybe do that as a Let's Play, but we'll figure that out. We'll get to that because my B game's definitely coming, but anyway, we are in the final area. First things first, let's use the offering. Let's give them that, and then now we got to use this sun to start melting some of the snow. That's going to be fun. Alright, let's have them build this direction. Alright, so yeah, this is going to take a while, but let's melt this snow right here. This is going to be a little tedious because we have to melt every bit of the snow. So while we're doing that, let's melt some more snow. And really? Let's get the snow melted here because we can start taking care of some of these yeah. Those guys are annoying. Well, I gotta start building. Can we not go that way? Okay, this is gonna be annoying. We'll start by going this way then, I guess. Alright. We're getting there, we're getting there. Oh, that's not good. What the world? Oh. I guess we'll start building back over here. Start rebuilding everything again. I kind of like this game. But if you want to look at what games I'm gonna be doing, just look at my under my list of games. You'll see the retro A to Z list. Really, stop it! Alright. So let's start building this way. Really? Alright, that's really annoying now. I need to start getting rid of those guys. I got an idea. Alright, so if I can just get rid of those guys quickly, it'd be a lot easier. Do I have another, Alright, so let's build this way. Let's get rid of this first one right here. Okay, so it'll be easier once we got rid of one of them. And we get something from Monster Slayer. Monster Slayer, I found a strange bow and some arrows. Or it's the strength. I haven't figured out how to work that quite yet. Hey Fig, I haven't figured out how to really work that yet. I gotta figure out how to get the alerts and stuff working. Hey my master, thank you very much for giving us such a beautiful land. Because of this, we can work and be happy. Okay. Really? If you look at my title, this is a retro game. I'm doing a retro game from letter A through Z. This is the letter A game. This is called Actraiser for the Super Nintendo. Basically, the story is 1,000 years ago, there was a war between the Master, who is known as God in the Japanese version, versus Teslar, who is known as Satan in the Japanese version. So it's God versus Satan. Teslar wins. The Master goes into hiding, and Teslar takes over the world and divides the world up into 6 different continents. And divides it up into 6 different continents, one for each of his lieutenants. You wake up, the Master eventually wakes up and he realizes that he doesn't really have any power because nobody believes in him. So, so you have to go around through all 6 of the worlds, defeat the lieutenants, and rebuild all their towns. So the people start believing you and you start sustaining your power. This is the 6th town, so this could be the last. This could be like the finale. And the Master takes possession of a warrior statue. Yeah, so Kami. During the action parts, and then in the world rebuilding parts, he possesses an angel. So right now we're trying to reveal the sixth world called Northwall. After I finish this up, I'll show you all the worlds I've built so far. And I said this is the last main world, and then we go to the final boss. We have the final area where we have to fight all the bosses again, and then eventually Teslar himself. See, he's not Super Kami Guru now. Alright, so we're going to do this. If you look on my profile, if you look under the list of games, you can see what games I'm going to be doing from A to Z. Let's see, my master, did you know that there was a large new tree growing northeast of here? The other day, 2 of us went to the mighty tree, at the trunk of the tree, and found something interesting. There are 2 initials carved on the tree. These initials prove that people inhabited this land a few thousand years ago. We also discovered a scroll hidden under the tree. Please accept it. What kind of scroll is it? Okay. I'll take the offerings. But for the rebuilding process right now, we have to destroy all the monster layers before we can complete the rebuild. Alright, so we gotta do some sun here. Can we just build there? Okay. Get rid of that monster lair. So that monster lair is gone. So we got another monster lair out of the way. Our people are still the monster's lair without our help. It appears someone has found something in the monster's lair. What do we get this time? Oh, nice. My master, we have found a strange statue. Okay, we'll look at the statue later. I know it's unexpected, but our people in Northwall have something to tell you. Oh, master, we now understand how to build bridges. We can now begin. Thank you! Now we can go over here to seal this stupid thing up. Quit destroying my town. Alright, there's another. So the last one's in civilization, it seems has improved. The last one's right there. I want to play the dragon. Yeah, I don't own any of those. Alright, let's get rid of this last monster lair. Then we can do a lot of building. So we'll build this way. Let's melt the snow. Let them. This should be the last monster lair to seal. Alright. So, people have sealed the monster's lair without our help. The civilization level of Northwall seems to have improved. I know it's unexpected, but our people in Northwall have something to tell you. Let's see. Oh, master, a monster has appeared from the mighty tree. The mighty old trees are a symbol of Northwall. Simply gazing upon it stirs the emotions within us. Oh, master, please save our symbol of Northwall. Come down and drive the monsters away. So we're about to be going to an action sequence. Alright, so let them rebuild. I'll finish the rebuilding process afterwards. But I'll show you the other village, other towns I've started. This is the first town that we were in called Fillmore. This is what Fillmore looks like. This is what I built. This is Fillmore. This is the very first town. Alright. It does make sense like Child's Play. Then we'll go to the second town, which is Bloodpool. This is what Bloodpool. This is me rebuilding Bloodpool. And then we'll head off to the third town. Not observe. Which will be over here, called Cassandora. This is Cassandora. This is also made. The game was produced by Enix. They actually have. It's called Actraiser's Renaissance. Actraiser Renaissance came out in 2019. They have remade this game, re-released this game. It's called they remastered it called Actraiser Renaissance. They actually have. But Enix produced this game. The actual directors is Quintet. I'll check for you real quick. Actraiser Renaissance. But the actual people who developed the game was Quintet. Same people who made Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia. Terranigma, Robotrek. Let's see. Actraiser Renaissance came out for Nintendo Switch, PS4, Android, iOS, and PC. So yes, it is on the Switch. It is indeed on the Switch. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same company. Yeah, this is their first game. This is before Soul Blazer, Illusion of Gaia, and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, that was Cassandora. Then we go down here. This is the next town called Maranha. This is Maranha. I rebuilt this. Alright. And then the fifth town is right over here called Itos. This is Itos. And now we're in Northwall. This is the sixth town. And they're talking about a tree. So let's listen to the people again. So, oh master, a monster has appeared from the mighty tree. The mighty old tree is a simple blah blah blah, yeah. So you actually get to see what the action parts of the game looks like. So we're going to return to the Sky Palace. Yeah, we go to fight. And here we go. We're going inside the tree to head to the fighting section of the game. Like I said, we possess. The master winds up possessing a statue. And we have to basically get to the end, fight the boss. We fulfill the town's needs, and then we can finish building the town. Quit being annoying, stupid birds. back in here with the birds again. Burr, 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 but the bird's a word. I wonder if that's health. No, it's not health, so that doesn't do me good anyway. If I can get to the next area, I'll take the, that way I don't have to start this stupid, Really? Really? Quit it! Alright, so that was a dead end anyway. Well, I'm gonna have to take the loss because I just took too much health. I just took too much damage. Alright, anyway. Quit it! God damn it! This is ridiculous now. Alright. Health? Okay, I think you see that. Is that health? Please let that be health. It is health, but how do I get to it? Health? Oh, there it is. That was not... What the hell? That was health. Maybe that's health. Thank you. That was a 1-up. I could use that though. I feel like I'm going backwards. I think I am. I'm going to have to go all the way back around again. Okay, what the hell is this? Oh, okay. Alright, anyway, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. Anyway. Let's do this. I guess we're gonna be going up, up. I don't like this, but it's something I'm gonna have to. Is it over yet? Oh my god. Really? Alright, good. Oh, here's the boss. I'll take the hit because I only had 1 hit point left anyway. Really? We have to go all the way back down here? Alright. Alright. I'm trying to save as much health as I can. Really? Alright, come on. Alright, boss time. There we go, got him. Alright, so now we can finish up Northwind. Northwall, whatever the fuck it's called. But that opens up the final dungeon. But we're going to finish up Northwall first. When you destroy the final monster, the demon Tanzra's island emerged from the depths of the ocean northeast of here. Tanzra's underground, waiting for the final battle with the master. Alright, let's go, Sir DKSA, to the haunted land, Death Heim. We're not doing that yet. We're going back to Northwall to finish up. Thank our master for ridding our land Northwall of all monsters. We can now carry them by ourselves. Thank you for taking care of us. Let it under construction until it can't construct no more. And then we'll do the sun. Alright, so we'll build here. Construct. Our levels increased. Yay! Let it continue building. Can we build here? Alright. Alright, so now we'll build down here. We're going to build until we can't build anymore, and then it's going to be... all we got left is Death Heim. Alright. No, not wind. Sun, please. Not rain. Alright. Can we build here? Alright. Looks like I can't really build anywhere else. Alright, let's see. My master, I think I see the semblance of a lake underneath all the ice. We plan to operate a fishery here in Northwall. Thank you, my master. The people can now live here in peace. Looks like that's about all we can do. So, let's return to the Sky Palace. And let's head over to Death Heim. This will be the last battle. All monsters will be completely eliminated from this world. Are you ready? May luck be with you. Yes. Here we go. Final area. I think you have to be yeah, you have to be all the bosses again. Yeah, I think we gotta be all the bosses again. All 6 of the lieutenants. Alright, so there's another one. There's another one. I'm curious about something. If I die, do I have to start over? Oh yeah, no, I don't at least. Alright, there we go. There's another one. We got 2 left, and then we're off to the final boss. Really? Oh god, this. I'll take it. Can we not hit him while he's up there? Oh. Okay, yeah we can. Jeez Louise. I actually got to beat these bosses legit. Because I don't have any magic power. Come on. Alright. I'm just, Alright, there's only got 2 more hits left on him. There we go. Alright, he's gone. Now we just got the ice dragon left. I'll take the loss so I can have full health going in. Oh, that was too bad, Sir K, but I'll never give up. I'll watch for your gallant return once you have defeated the monsters. That's fine. I'm gonna have to just start over. Try to save as much of these as I can for those 2 bosses. For those 2 bosses that I have trouble with. Alright. I'll take the loss. That way I can go in with full health. Jeez Louise. There we go. Jeez Louise. All right. One more. It's all right. All right, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, I had a phone call. I got something I need to do real quick. Go back to Northwall. Oh, Master, a scroll was found at the bottom of the cold lake. We present here as an offering. Please accept it. Magical light. And then we can go to, down here. I think there's another boat down here. Boat somewhere. I guess not. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, there's one. Alright, there's two. Let's see if I can get past him without losing a life. Okay, I'll take it because I didn't lose a life, technically. For this one right here, I think you can stand right. So I think you can stand right here. Okay, no, but I'll take it because I was low in health anyway. There we go. Not too bad. All right, cool. Last one, and I don't have to worry about the meteor too much because... Really? I'm just going to keep... But here we are. Final boss. Here we are. Final boss. Alright, so... I know for this part right here... just try to avoid these as best as you can. And then get close to him. And like that. And then just repeat the process. The first form of him is very anticlimactic. This is all he does. Easy enough. Now we're at the second form, though, the final boss. He basically hit his heart. And then you got these little guys coming after you. You can't... And they will continue to come after you until you're destroyed. That's fine. I'll take it because I didn't even come in with full health anyway. But we gotta do the. We have to do the first form again. But I'm gonna try to come in with full health for the final form. That's fine. Come on. Come on. No, I want to try to finish up with... as little health loss as possible. Alright, there's the final. Alright, here we go again. Alright, that's fine. There we go. I just beat it. I just beat Actraiser. Alright, let's see what the ending is. Whew. Alright, so that is the first of my retros. A has been complete. Sir DKS3A, you have been a tireless master. With this, our current duties are complete. We have labored long and hard to help our people become free. I do feel a bit of regret that they will no longer need our help. Let's take one last look at each of the thriving towns we helped develop. Alright, so now we're going to go to all the towns. So we're going to start with Fillmore, see what they're looking like. This is Fillmore. Look how the people cleared and cultivated the land and constructed a prospering town. With our help. Oh yes, one of the men of Fillmore had the ability to predict the future. His ability helped save Fillmore. He finally gave his life for his town. I'm sure he expected that final fate. From birth, all people are guided by a force called destiny. Because people are unaware of their destiny, they may not understand all that life has to offer. The man who quietly accepts his destiny is also the one who becomes a great leader in person. So we're going to go to Bloodpool. This is Bloodpool. The lake has already returned to its beautiful blue color. Oh yes, there was an energetic boy named Teddy. Yep. So DK3 and I are supposed to treat all people equally, but since he was such a likable young boy, he received much of our attention. Oh, do you remember the people of Bloodpool had to draw lots to decide who was to be sacrificed? At the time, I didn't tell you, but I knew whose lot was drawn. It was Teddy. We figured that out. So we go to Cassandora. This is the desert town Cassandora. Now, there is very little evidence of the once massive desert. People said they were drawn to the pyramid by its magical powers. But should we believe this? The monsters living in the pyramid were nothing more than reincarnates of the human slaves who built the pyramid. Their spirits remained drawing people's minds to the pyramid. Now the pyramid is sealed and their souls saved. They will be reborn as human beings. Cool? So we're going to Itos. This is the volcanic town Itos. Also impressed by these people who tried to build homes in spite of the continuous lava flow. Their leader passed from this life right before your very eyes. I am certain he dedicated his whole life to informing people of your existence. I hope Isos will become a beautiful town representative of his great spirit. Yep. And now we're heading off to Marhana. This is the jungle town Marhana. They have built so many homes on such a small island. I felt very sad when the town's two leaders were tempted by the wicked mirror. But human beings have a tendency to choose the easier way when faced with difficulties. Having seen the people's weaknesses, I felt obligated to lead them to the right direction. And then the last one is Northwall. This is the last of our lands, Northwall. I felt a little guilty about letting people live in such a cold climate, but they successfully overcame many problems. Their two leaders were telling us that when they found the two initials on this mighty tree, they felt a certain affection toward what or who had left the initials. I think those two leaders were sweethearts who had lived here long ago, but were killed by monsters. The spirits since have come to dwell in these bodies. If my story is correct, the sweethearts have finally reunited after a long separation. Even though they don't remember, isn't it a beautiful story? This being so, it seems your people, as well as yourself, have had hard times. 3DCast3A, why don't we take a look inside the shrine? There's no one here. In former times, people would call for you and ask for your help. As cultures and lands become more advanced, so people tend to forget those who helped them. But then people may be most happy when not in need of help from their master, or when they have forgotten him. Should we yearn for a time when people will no longer need to ask for our help? Sure. Oh, there we go. So yeah, we have our... I was gonna say, is that the 20th Century Fox? I just heard bum ba da dum bum ba da bum ba da bum 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 bum. So anyway, yeah, I like this game. It's been a long time since I've played it. I wish I owned a copy of it, but I don't have it. But yeah, I like the adventure part. I like the world building part. Am I going to do Actraiser 2? Maybe one day, but not right now. But I got 25 other games to do for this, so I got a lot to do. So we're going to be moving on to B, which is, if you look at my list, we're going to be doing Bubble Bobble. I'm still trying to think of it. Maybe I changed the game that begins with the letter C. I'm going to look around. Because right now I got it as Contra Force, but maybe I can find me a better game. If I can't, then I'll stick with Contra Force. But right now, I may see if I can find me something for... Maybe there's Chrono Trigger. But I really don't want to do Chrono Trigger. Right now, I want to do that as an actual Let's Play on my YouTube channel. I mean, I'll look around. Maybe a Castlevania game. Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Or maybe Castlevania Dracula X. I'll figure something out. I'll look around and see if I can't find anything, I'll just stick with Contra Force. But yeah, I've finished up the A, so now we're going to be moving on to B the next time in between Tales of Berseria. Which, like I said, is going to be Bubble. Now, I thought I may eventually do Actraiser 2. So, we did it though. Yay! So in the end, the people didn't need to work with the master anymore. That's as far as I can go. Alright, so thank y'all for coming. Next time, like I said, I'll be doing more Tales of Berseria, but when I do my retro night again, it'll be time for my retro A to Z. We'll be heading for the B part, which is Bubble. So thank y'all for coming. I'll see y'all next time. Have a good night and stay crazy.